let's not get ahead of ourselves.
To y'all, man. 2 cents be on point. She be on point, bro. On
Appreciate
point.
it.
Nah, for real.
Appreciate
We
it.
talking facts. Like you was the first one to say it too.
Hi, welcome to the channel. I'm Jay, and this is our 2 cents, where we talk everything boxing, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. In today's video, we will be discussing Keyshawn Davis and his newfound obsession with calling out Gervonta Tank Davis. But before we do that, make sure you punch that like and subscribe button, and make sure you let me know and drop it below your 2 cents. Be sure to punch that subscribe button if it's your first time here. If it's your second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 100th time here, be sure to drop a super thanks in the chat to help support the channel. Let me know you appreciate the content. Let me know I'm doing a good job. Stop by and join me on the panel and give your 2 cents on Friday, 6:30 p.m. until, and on Sunday from 5 to 7 p.m. Make sure when you come by the live chats, you drop super chats, cash apps, and most importantly, make sure you engage with the channel by dropping your 2 cents below or hopping up on the panel and letting me know how you feel. So, recently, Keyshawn Davis has miraculously decided to start calling out Gervonta Tank Davis, and not just calling him out in a manner of saying, first let me preface this by saying this. I don't have a problem with other fighters calling other fighters out. You know, if you feel like you're the best, you definitely should be calling out the best for y'all to step in that ring and be able to compete with each other. The only thing I have about the call out, and y'all make sure y'all stick around to the end of this video because I'm gonna give my 2 cents as we go through this, is just be realistic and be honest with your fans. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean. Keyshawn Davis recently put out a video where he was just, I don't know if he was sitting in his car or whatever, and he was like, I want Tank Davis, but I don't need Tank, but I want Tank. And all this, y'all know what he was saying. I'm sure y'all seen the video, right? Calling Tank out. He looked like he snuck out the house and sat in the car to go make the video, the way he was looking around, or maybe somebody was instructing him what to say, or maybe he was reading a cue card. But his body language was really weird, and the way his eyes was moving in that video was really, really weird. Kind of made me think of the Terrence Crawford video before the Spence fight, when he came out and was talking about the contract and all that other stuff. Y'all remember that? It gave me that kind of vibe. Gave me the Shakur Stevenson sitting in the chair with all his chains on after he done stripped all his clothes off. Why you ducking me? You'll be fake with Floyd Mayweather. It's with me. It gave me that kind of vibe, right? Like, what is up with these fighters and doing this? So, Keyshawn Davis comes out. I think that was his 12th fight. And he's like, yeah, I'm fighting. I'm be a champion next year, which means if he's gonna be a champion next year, he's gonna be fighting for the belt that Marinchak has over there at Top Rank. Everybody should know that. They've already came out in interviews and press conferences and expressed that that's going to be his next fight. So let's not ignore that. And he knock. He did the knock. And listen, the crowd cheering. Look, I love that. I think it's great to help, bring attention to the fight, to help sell the fight if it's a possibility. You're interested in fighting him. You think you're the best. People think he's the best. Let's get in the ring and see who's the best. That's cool. But it's when you get on these videos and you saying stuff like, the only fight I want is Tank Davis. Send me the contract. Tell him, send me a contract. Send me a contract. Look, I don't need him. But I want to fight him. Tell him, send me the contract. And that's cool, but I get it. But let's just make these call outs a little bit more realistic, because I don't think you understand what you're doing is you're making the fans feel some type of way, because they're not as educated on what's going on and how the business of boxing works. Top Rank has majority of the 35 belts. Why would Bob Arum put Keyshawn Davis, who is maybe he's not a prospect no more. Let's just say he's a contender now. You know, he's about to contend and fight for a belt with 12 fights in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis. Why would he do that? Like, y'all gotta understand that don't make sense. And I don't want to listen. And then I heard Keyshawn Davis say in one of those interviews he would like to fight Tank. He hope he don't retire before he fight him. Well, if he hope he don't retire before he fight him, that means he doesn't plan on fighting Tank until it's probably gonna be time for him to retire, because he hope he doesn't, because he want to fight him. If he planned on fighting Tank next year, maybe even the next 2 years, why would he say that? Tank Davis has 5 fights left on his Amazon Prime contract. As far as we know, he got 5 fights left. So he at least has 5 more fights before he's talking about retiring. So in that statement alone, that should let you know that Keyshawn Davis, y'all excuse me if I start coughing, I know I've been sick. That should let y'all know that Keyshawn Davis don't plan on fighting him to after the 5th fight, most likely, if he hoping he can fight him before he retires. But that's not really the point of this video. The point of this video, and why you probably clicked on the video, is because in my title and my thumbnail it says that Shakur Stevenson exposed what was really going on with Keyshawn Davis and the Gervonta Davis fight talk. And I'm gonna show you what I mean. He basically said that Keyshawn Davis was capped. Let's see what Shakur Stevenson had to say. Shakur Stevenson on September 20th, 2024. He said, Top Rank is great at building fighters, but fans get that very confused, where they watch prospects fight guys way below their level and compare them with champions. But fans don't realize why Top Rank would never make the fights with them champions. It's because they understand boxing and business. Now, I don't know if Shakur Stevenson realized it, what he did there. And I don't even know if the people that read the tweet realized what he did there. But what Shakur Stevenson has just did, he has let you all know that the Top Rank fighters calling out the champions over on PBC is just marketing. It's just a ploy for marketing, for them to garner more attention, to get eyes on them, to get people to pay attention to them, especially this early in their career. So what he's saying here is that Top Rank putting their fighters and prospects in the ring, building them up, making them look real good, which they should be doing. That's part of the business. I'm not speaking one way or another about that. That's another video. And the fans are seeing these spectacular performances from these prospects and thinking in their head that they ready to get in there with champions. Example is Keyshawn Davis and Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, if Keyshawn really want to fight Tank like that and he willing to throw it all away and get in the ring and this and that right now, the next year or two, then hey, that's on him. Let him do it. But he needs to take the time and the opportunity to build himself up, get the experience that he needs, and then get in the ring if that's what he wants to do. He can start calling them out now so people can watch his fights, people can see his progress, people can see that he good, people can anticipate and build a fight. But don't act like you want that to be your next fight when you know off the rip that it's not. And Shakur Stevenson just came out and he pretty much said Keyshawn Davis is a prospect. He's being put in the ring with guys below his level so that he can look good. And the fans are confused. They don't realize that Top Rank is not finna make these fights with these top tier champions right now, because these fighters are still in their building phase. They're still trying to get built up. On top of you being on a whole nother promotional company, and Bob Arum not willing to risk those belts right now because it's not worth it. The fight not big enough. Do y'all get what I'm saying, where I'm going with this? I want to make the short video because I didn't want to be coughing all through the video. But I know it's a lot of talk about this right now. And I really wanted to make this video to show that it is not just quote unquote PBC fanboys or Tank Davis fans that's saying this stuff. Shakur Stevenson said it right here. And I don't know if he realized that he exposed so much with this tweet. He exposed so much with this tweet. And before anybody said that the tweet was made on September 20th, I just want to let y'all know it don't matter when this tweet was made. That's irrelevant because it still applies. He basically saying that that's top ranked business model. Build the fighters, make them look good, call out the fighter across the street. Think about it. They've all done it. Keyshawn calling out Tank. Shakur calling out Tank, PBC champion. Terrence Crawford calling out Earl, PBC champion. But continuing to fight other people the whole time. Do y'all not see the play and the pattern? They do this over and over every single time. It's plenty of people Keyshawn could be calling out that he possibly could get a fight with, that the fans will want to see. That's not Gervonta Tank Davis. We all know he's not about to get that fight right now. So I don't want to hear the next time Tank Davis fight, well, he ain't sent Keyshawn the contract. He could have fought Keyshawn. He could have fought Keyshawn. Well, he ain't sent Keyshawn. Because that's what's about to happen. So I'm just putting it on the record now. So when people start doing that, I can refer them back to this video. Check out the video I made and see what Shakur Stevenson had to say about the way Keyshawn Davis is acting and responding. He just exposed it all. He just exposed it all. And I don't know if he was aware that he did that, but he not only exposed Keyshawn with this tweet, he also exposed himself with this tweet. He just spit out the whole top-ranked business plan bar for bar. That's what they do. It's a pattern. I need everybody to pay attention. But my 2 cents about the situation, like I said, throughout this video, I have no problem with Keyshawn Davis calling out Gervonta Tank Davis. That's cool, call him out. But let's not act like you want that fight next. It's a possibility for you to get that fight next. And all of this other stuff, you know, oh, he just sent me a contract. All he got to do is send you a contract. Like, let's not do that. We just went through this whole thing with Shakur, and we see the fight didn't happen. So instead of everybody going to jump on Tank's head when it's time for him to fight again and he don't send Keyshawn a contract, why don't we point the finger at Keyshawn and tell Keyshawn, excuse me, I'm about to end the video. I just want to say this last thing. Why don't we tell Keyshawn, we get it. You want to fight Tank. We're going to make a note of that. But we know you're not ready right now. You only got 11, 12 fights. You about to go fight Barincek for that belt. And we'll see what your plans is after that. But let me know what you think by dropping your 2 cents below in the comments about what Shakur Stevenson said in his tweet and how you feel it applies to Keyshawn Davis and just Top Rank overall with their business and marketing plan about how they're building up and marketing these fighters and attaching their name to PBC fighters. Drop your 2 cents below in the comments. Follow me on IG at 2 Cents Boxing. Follow me on X at 2 Cents 20. I'm Jay, and stay tuned for my 2 cents in the next video.